Hello, Esperto Voce. We are starting on stars are for those who lift their eyes, and we are starting right on measure 7. The assignment that I gave to you yesterday, I asked you to go through and listen to a couple of our UIL pieces and to number the measures in your music. So please make sure that you have already completed that assignment before you start on today's video. So we're starting on measure 7. I'm going to be giving some markings and different things that I want you to put in your music. So if you haven't numbered your measures yet, you'll have trouble keeping up with me. So make sure that those measures have been numbered. Okay, ladies, measure 7. Here we go. I just want to have our pencils at the ready. And we're going to go through and mark a few things in our music. Oh, look at all of you that are not prepared. I'm prepared. She was under my seat. Good, come over. Look at us being opposite. I'm just sharpening my pencil like that. Hang on, I'm not putting on the top. I'm not going to poke you enough. Be still. Okay. That was funny. Okay. Measure 7. So the words are, stars are for those who lift their eyes, okay? On that first stars in measure 7, I want you to make an accent mark over that note. So let me show you what that looks like. So here's the note for stars, right? And when we make an accent mark over a note, it looks like a tiny little decrescendo. Okay? So go ahead and make an accent mark over the word stars. Now, what does an accent do? Well, it tells you to emphasize that note. Okay? So we are going to emphasize the beginning of measure 7. Stars are for those. Got it? Okay? Then, on the word lift in measure 9, I want you to make an accent mark over that note as well. Lift in measure 9. Stars are for those who lift their eyes. Also on the word lift, we're going to have a crescendo going on there, okay? We're going to see. Yeah. Okay, so we've got this dotted quarter note going on right here on the word lift. So we're going to take that opportunity to crescendo on the note. So write the crescendo in actually on the actual step to show you that you're going to grow that note. Then on the words we stand, I want both of those notes to be accented. We stand. Okay? We and stand.
Wait, I think crescendo on we stand. On we and stand.
No, we have accent marks. Did I say crescendo?
No, you said it looks like on many did.
Oh, on the words we stand, we just have accent marks. Okay, we stand on a cloudless night. Now, how many beats are we going to hold night for?
2.
I haven't heard the right answer yet.
4. 3.
Okay, so this note is tied to this one. This curvy line right here ties those notes together. So what the tie does is it adds their note values together. So how many beats is it going to be? 3. Does everybody understand how that works?
Yes.
So we're going to hold night for 3 beats. And then our T is going to go in a very specific place. And how are you going to know where that specific place is?
Piano.
Nope.
Right before me.
Nope.
After an eye.
Nope. You're going to look at your choir director. I love how everybody's heads went up when I said that. You're going to watch me, and I'm going to show you right where that T goes. I'm going to be like, ding, and that's where your T goes. Capiche? Okay. And then when we get to and look, I want a very specific vowel on the word look. It's not going to be look. It's not going to be look. It's going to be right in between. And look. Say ooh. Ooh. That's the vowel that I want. So however you want to mark in there that your vowel is going to be a little bit different than you would normally say, write that in there. And look up at a million stars. Oh, when we have the word stars, are we gonna go star and hold the sound? No, because we don't want to sound like a bunch of country bumpkins. Okay? The R's are going to be completely gone. And instead of saying star, we're going to say star. Say star. So pretty much every time you have the word star, I want you to mark the R out. Mark it out. So go back to that first. Mark out all those R's on all of the stars at the very beginning. And you watch me for the T. Unless you're an alto and then you get to move and have this beautiful part. And that's what I love about this song is all of the harmony parts don't really sound like harmony parts. They could be their own little melody, which to me is a sign of good writing. Mr. Del Monte, who wrote the song. So, and I don't mean the fruit, okay? You don't know what I'm talking about, but Del Monte is a canned fruit brand. Okay, yes.
Oh, so the little notes below the big notes, those are alto notes?
Those are the alto notes. Ding, ding, ding. That is correct. Okay, any questions so far? Now, everybody turn the page and look at measure 19. So distant, I want there to be a little tiny space in between distant and the next so distant. So distant, and so bright. So I want you to put, like if I were marking it in my music, I would literally put a check after the word distant to remind me I'm gonna have a little lift right there. I'm not gonna hold it over like I normally would. So distant, and so the T at the end of the word, the second distant is gonna go where?
At the beginning.
At the beginning of and, yes, very good. Y'all are just smart. So distant, and so bright. And how many beats is bright? 3. Because there's a tie there. Okay, and watch me for that T. We good so far? We?
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. So, now that we've got those things marked, let's do a little bit of singing, okay? Ready? Sounds like this. Measure up.
Okay.
Sounds like this. That's all I want you to sing right now. Take care. Okay? So you have an octave jump right here. Okay? So you gotta be really sure that you're right on top of that word who. And I want you to put a big H at the beginning of that word to really help you get up there. Put a big H right there in your score. That's gonna help you a lot. Have a big old H right there in front of the word who and measure H. Where did I put my pencil? Oh, there it is. Okay. So here we go. Stars, measure 7. Stars, no R's. Head voice or your chest voice? Chest voice. So I quite literally want you to mark CV and your music right there. Chest voice. And then when you get to the word look, you're going to write HV for head voice. To remind you, you have to make that register change or it's not going to sound pretty. Okay? So chest voice on the word and, head voice on the word look. So it's going to sound like this. And look. The L is really going to help you to cleanly make the change between your lower and your upper registers. And look up at the brilliant stars. Sing that for me. Ready? And breathe. Do that again. Practice that jump from chest voice to that head voice. And go. Good. One more time. Ready? And go. Keep going. So distant, and so bright. That's really hard part right there, isn't it? So distant and so bright. I mean, your notes are just going all over the place, right? That was a joke. Don't be a joke. Or at least acknowledge the fact that you were stupid. Okay. So distant, so distant, so distant and so bright. Say bright. Say bright.
Bright.
Which one do you think I want?
First.
Bright. Say bright. So distant, so distant and so bright. You got three. Ready? And go. So distant, so distant and so bright. Good. Okay, we're going to end there for today. And I'm going to have my soprano ones for all region come up to the front.
Good job today.